Hey there, Ray from Bridge Marina here, going through this pre-owned 2015 SeaDoo Spark 3-seater that we got from one of our previous guests here. Gotta be honest, this is a fun little PWC. I say little because it is rather small, and that is one of the big things about a Spark. Small, but that's the big thing, because it's a lot of fun. These aren't meant to be a big, robust PWC. They're supposed to be fun, easy to use personal watercraft. And this thing is, you'll see a little wet test we do on this thing. It actually cranks. We've gone through this thing, new tune-up, new plugs, fluids. We've also put a new impeller as well as new wear ring on it. And so this thing is just about, if not faster than it was from factory. I got over 51, 52 miles an hour on this thing. One person, half tank of gas. It is a lot of fun. One of the things to remember on this thing, it does have intelligent brake and reverse. So that means this one is your brake as well as your reverse, and the other is your throttle. So this thing actually handles really well around a dock, and it is a lot of fun out on the water. You can technically get 3 people on it. I think it's more of a 2-person PWC, but like with 1 person, you know, great whole shot, fun to ride around. Is it the most comfortable ride ever? No, but I mean, look at the size of it. But it is probably one of the more fun rides out there. Does what you need to do. Pretty simple heads-up display on it, sport mode and normal mode. Again, has the IBR on it. Does have some storage on it, but it's pretty limited. Like, it's a pretty small storage area, and that is going to get wet, especially because, you know, this is the kind of personal watercraft you're getting wet on. You might even end up in the water. I'd say if you have a second person on there and you really tear into this thing, you're probably losing them because it is rather sporty. Give you an idea from a size perspective, I'm about just under 6 foot, 180 pounds. And you know, I could put somebody behind me for sure, but the size of this just makes it fun for 1 person, maybe for 2. Does have a nice little tiny, you know, belly pouch on it. This thing only has 117, 118 hours on it, so relatively low hours. Again, in good condition. Everything works as it should. You know, it needs a little cleaning and love and care, but for what it is, this thing's a lot of fun. If I was 18 again, I would love this thing. Even at my age, it was a lot of fun to ride on the water. I have to be honest, I haven't taken one of these out in a while, and I went out and I just literally had a ball on it for about an hour. So if you're looking for a really basic PWC, you really want the IBR or, you know, the brakes in the reverse, which does make a difference. You can watch my other video with this. It is worth it on this thing, and for what it's worth, it has a lot of life left in it. You're not getting this big fancy PWC, but you're getting a lot of fun on the water. So, you know, this thing even does have a rear boarding pedal. Not really a ladder, but kind of ladder. So if you know in the water, you can put that down and get back into it. You know, step back up on it while you're in the water and climb up and back in. Again, I mentioned this thing does have intelligent brake and reverse. It's the gate that drops for it. Does have a new impeller, does have a new wear ring, fresh tune-up. This thing's ready to run for a long time. Doing a quick test ride and review on this beautiful day on this beautiful little 2015 pre-owned SeaDoo Spark that we took in from a service customer on trade. This is one of the 3-passenger SeaDoo Sparks. I do actually have this thing in sport mode, and we're just gonna take this thing out for a quick test ride on this beautiful afternoon. Man, what a day. So this thing is in sport mode. It is just me on here. It does have a half tank of gas and enter the no wake zone. So let's just, you know, see what it has. And wow, I gotta say, that's rather sporty. Jumped right up out of the hole, and we are 22, 23 miles an hour. Now this thing does have a brand new jet in it, which is one of the things we decided to do because the old one had a little bit of wear on it. So put in a new impeller on it and wear ring. Let's just get into it. Wow, it hooks up quick. And 49 miles an hour. Yeah, look at this. Exhilarating little ride. Much peppier than you'd think for a little sport. And again, we are in sport mode. It just gives it a bit more acceleration. You know, more of a whole shot. Really just lets this thing run. It's pretty fun. I gotta be honest. I haven't been on one of these things in ages. And yeah, rather agile. You got to slide out a little bit. Yeah, look at that. We'll do a little donut with it. All right, so my first impression out here for like 2 or 3 minutes was these are a lot more fun than I remember back in the day. And again, it's only 7 years old, but These things can really run rather well. Again, this is the Spark, so this is as basic as it can get, but it does have the IBR, which is intelligent brake and reverse, which is kind of cool because it can let you really handle this thing in a tight spot. So if you are, you know, worried about around the dock, as you can see here real quick, you know, this thing really will pivot and stop pretty well. Let's just do that real quick. So running, if I want to stop, I can hit the IBR and the thing will stop. All right, so we got out of sport mode. We're in normal mode. Want to see what the acceleration is like. Let's get into it. Well, one, the throttle is not as touchy because we did take that, let me say, wide open throttle or the sport mode out of it. But let's get into it. And it still has full throttle. There's 48, 49 miles an hour, and then you get a feel, woo! There's the IBR, jamming on the brakes on wide open throttle, and it does work. I don't know if I do that with somebody in the back, but it's a great little PWC, a lot of fun. If you're looking for something to get out on the water at a pretty reasonable price, that still has like all the, I don't know, the fun of what a PWC was meant for, this could be a good fit. Reach out to us. Look forward to being of service. See ya.